Hello everyone, and welcome to this week's session on Beanstack. This week we are talking about logging minutes. We've got Summer Reading Club just around the corner. It launches May 31st. It's not too late to register. You can still do that by going to chrl.beanstack.org. If you haven't already registered, you may not know, but this year we are asking all of our participants to read at least 3 hours a week. That averages out to about 25 minutes a day. And if you have children at home, you know that reading 20 minutes to 30 minutes a day is the single best way to prevent learning loss this summer and make sure that your child starts school in the fall ready to go. And so let's get ready to grow. All right, so today you're going to need your smart device or iPad. You can also do this online by going to chrl.beanstack.org. This is probably going to be the way that most of you choose to log your minutes this summer. So I've got my phone right here and you can see it. So I'm going to start off. These are all my library apps that are on my phone. If any of these do not look familiar to you, let us know. We'd love to tell you about them. Access 360 in particular, not a lot of people know about, but that is the platform that you use to access eRead Kids, which is one of the best ways to read ebooks this summer if you're a child. So get with us if you don't know anything about that. All right. Going to Beanstack, here we are on the home page, and now I'm going to show you three different ways that you can log minutes this summer. And they all start with this blue plus sign here at the bottom. So I'm going to press that and say, what do you want to log? We are definitely logging reading each time today. One of the best features in Beanstack, I think, is the ability to log for multiple readers at once. So if you're reading together as a family, this is ideal. But for our first way of showing you how to read, I'm going to choose just one child. I'm going to choose my oldest, Nikolai. I think this is the way that we're going to be tracking reading with him this summer. So it's going to ask me my logging method. I'm going to choose Scan ISBN. Now, in case you are not aware of what that means, an ISBN is the barcode on the back of almost every single book. It's generally located in the bottom half of the book on the back. And here it is right here. It is the ISBN that people scan when they buy books. Like if you go to Barnes & Noble and buy books, they're going to scan this one. Do not be fooled to use this one. This is our internal Cherokee Regional Library barcode. Don't scan that one. Scan this one, okay? So I'm going to scan that book right here. And it is going to give me the title information, the author. That's kind of neat. It's going to ask me if I want to track progress. I'm going to say no. And then this green save button is going to pop up. I'm going to press that. And so this is really cool. The first way of tracking this summer has, we're going to press start reading session. And what's so cool about this is that it's a timer. Timers are great. Timers are a great way to keep kids focused on the task at hand. So if you have a child that's maybe reading a chapter book, they're probably not going to finish the book all in one session. This is definitely the way to log, because I can just see my son saying, has it been 25 minutes yet? Or actually, he may just read for a full hour or 2 hours, but it's going to be important to him in particular to make sure that every single minute that he reads is counted. And so you just press start, which we did. We pressed that start reading session and the timer is going on. Look at how long I've been talking already. And if at any point they need to use the bathroom or they need to go get up and get a snack, they can press pause. And when they come back, they can press read again. And so you let that go for the duration of their reading session. And when you're done, you just press done and it will then ask, how many pages did you read? You can skip that. That's not important for our summer reading program, although some libraries do their summer reading based off of pages read. And then it's going to ask you if you finished reading the book. If you did, you can say yes. If you didn't, you'll click no. And then you can press finish. And then it says, hooray, your reading has been logged. So second way to log reading this summer is after the fact. So let's say that I have a reading session with my entire family. We read 2 books. It takes about 30 minutes. Then what I can do is I'm going to go back to this home page. I'm going to press the plus sign. I'm going to go to reading because that is what I want to log. And then I'm going to choose the children that I read to. So Anna and Misha and Nico, they all read these books with me. It was part of our bedtime reading routine. I've chosen those readers. And then I can press scan ISBN. And I am going to scan those books really quickly. We've got one, track progress, no thank you. We're going to press save. And then instead of pressing start reading session, we're going to choose log past reading. When did we read? May 21st. We're going to press next. It's asking how many minutes did it take me to read this book. I'm going to press 15 and we're going to be done. We're going to press next. We're going to say, yes, we did finish reading that book. That's important. If you did finish reading it, maybe you have a younger child who's enrolled in the 1,000 Books Before Kindergarten program, then you're definitely going to want to press yes, because that's going to count for that as well. And then we'll press finish. So that was one book, but I actually read 2 books during that session. So I'm going to go ahead and scan that one too. Now you may be tempted to press quick log as complete. Don't press that. If you press that, you will not get counted for the minutes that you read, and it will not apply towards your overall minutes read for summer reading program. It will not count towards this challenge. So make sure that you do log past reading, next, and tell us how many minutes you read for. Okay, so now the final way to log your books. Some of you guys may be thinking, Chelsea, that's way too much work. I don't want to have to do that. Well, fortunately for you, the third way to log your book is the easiest. And what you will do is you will just press that plus sign again, press reading, choose the readers that you logged for, and then you can press log a day, minutes, or pages only. So I will say, oh, today is the day that I read. We read 30 minutes total. We're not going to talk about the pages because that's not important for our challenge. We're going to press finish. And so now it is done. So you guys might be saying, Chelsea, why didn't you just show us that? That was way easier than the other 2 ways. Well, let me tell you why. Because one, some people like to know what books they've already read, and they like to use Beanstack as the best way to track that information. 2, we want to see which books are most popular this summer. Here at the library, we only have so many funds that we can spend on books each month, so seeing which books are the most popular will help us with our purchases for next summer reading challenge. And the third reason why is because there's so many kids who just really enjoy scanning the books after they've read them. So we wanted to make sure that you knew that was still an option. So there you have it. 3 easy ways to log your minutes this summer. We're so happy to have you reading with us, and we look forward to the fun that we're going to have this summer. If you have any questions, drop them below. We'd be happy to answer any questions you have. And of course, if you have any problems with Beanstack at all, come into the library. Our staff is here and ready to help you. Have a great summer, happy reading, and get ready for that big launch on May 31st.